Welcome. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Curators of the Past and into the Future. Thank you for joining me. If you could,
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes. If you could start by introducing yourself, that would be wonderful.
Sure. Bonjour tout le monde. Mon nom est Camille Larivée. Je suis la directrice de la programmation pour le Collectif des commissaires autochtones. Donc, je suis aussi une artiste de rue, commissaire indépendante, auteure, travailleuse culturelle. Je fais des projets en communauté et je suis basée à Tiohtià:ke-Moniang, aussi connue sous le nom de Montréal. Et je suis contente d'être ici aujourd'hui.
Thank you so much. So, who do you find to be the most exciting curators to follow, and how do you go about following them?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So I love a lot of curators and like community organizer and everything. So it's a really hard question. All your questions are hard but really beautiful. So in my practice, like in my curatorial practice, like I'm really interested in any collective, any people work in community in different ways and organize projects with different artists. It's like really a way of coming together that I think is powerful as a curator. So I would say my favorite curators are not necessarily one person, but more like collective.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, so here based in Montreal, there's a lot of like really awesome like collective of artists, curators, or just like creatives in general that they come together and do some independent project. I'm also really interested in like any project initiative outside institutions. This is really my thing. So I love anything that's related to street art, public art, any kind of performance outside galleries and museums. I think this is where we can really take power back in different ways. So I was thinking about the collective web or virtual kin, who's doing like a lot of awesome gathering online right now in this time of COVID. I was thinking about how who's just doing amazing project where we can be online together. It can be fun and interesting and feel connected to each other. So this group organized like a lot of like nice events, especially with and for Two-Spirit LGBTQ plus Indigenous communities and BIPOC communities. So for me, it's like I like their work. I was also thinking about outside of the borders. I have a lot of good friends living also in US that they're doing a lot of amazing public art, street art project for BIPOC communities in general. And I was thinking about the collective When Tree Rises, who's they're doing a lot of like awesome like murals and different kind of performance and project in LA. And they bring different Indigenous and women of color community. So I really love their work, and I would love to work with them one day because I organize a lot of like street art projects called under the banner of Unceded Voices. It's like a collective of like BIPOC, Two-Spirit, LGBTQ muralists and artists. So I would like to do some connection together. And then I was also thinking about Leanne Martin and Mawa, who did the Amazing Resilience Project, like the Billboard project across the country a couple of years ago. I think it was like an amazing project. So yeah, I just love like any curators or people who doing like project where it's like a gathering in a way, different ways of gathering together. So.
Mm-hmm. And like invading space.
Yes, exactly. And thinking together or rethinking about what is really space, how we can take some space, especially in cities for BIPOC folks living in cities, how you can feel connected to where you live if it's not necessarily your territory, or how to make connection with the space that you're living in. So it's all questions and subject that I'm really interested in, and I feel there's a lot of curators that they're doing amazing project and reflection around these questions.
Yeah.
So
Cool. Yeah, I really like that billboard project as well. Thought it was really beautiful and like, I don't know, something about like, I mean, billboards are so commercial majority of the time, so it's really
Yeah.
nice to see them more reflect like internal, not internal, but like reflect communities and like, and kind of, it's like using capitalism to our advantage, which I really
Yeah.
think is like,
Yeah, exactly. It's like really like how we can use walls or like structures or any object that are part of our day-to-day life when we go outside our home, and how we can make it in a way that is interesting for us and where we feel that we can represent our art and different ways of being. I feel it's like something that it's really great because it gives you the opportunity to think like other perspective of living in public spaces together. So
yeah,
I think it's really interesting and brilliant way of bringing artwork in a day-to-day life.
yeah,
You know, you just pass with your car and you see this like amazing billboard with like beautiful like print of amazing indigenous artists across the country and like highways, and you're like, what? It's just like it's brilliant.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. So my next question is, who would you love to collaborate with on a curation project or just like community project, any sort of project?
Yeah. I think the people that I just named, I feel that I would love to collaborate with them. Any like collective like that. I like also the Indigenous Kinship Collective based in New York, where they're doing a lot of like activism, or I don't really like this term, but any like political work, action, and they also mix it with like, you know, way of doing art again in the streets. So any collective like this, they're really like something that I would love to collaborate. I also think about different like street artists and curators that they work in public art. I'm thinking just like Joy Arkin, for example, did this amazing like murals project in Ottawa a couple of years ago. So I would like to collaborate with any people who are doing this kind of work and connection across cities on Turtle Island, where how we can like connect through different like public art projects. So this is what I would love to do. Yeah, I'm also thinking, for example, about the Bush Gallery with Tanya Willard and other amazing folks that are involved in it. I think what they're doing as like again like space on the land, like how they use the land as like really freedom of like making different kind of projects is also really amazing. Installation, sculpture, like on the land, it's like awesome. So it's some people, some folks that I would like to collaborate with one day.
Yeah,
on project like that.
those are great people. I hope that it happens for you.
Thank you.
I'd like to see it personally.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my final question is, what are you most excited about for the future of curation, either Indigenous or BIPOC, anything?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think for me, the future and what's happening right now, it's a lot about kinship. So I'm thinking about all the like amazing creators and artists that again bring people together, but especially like project that support and help youth and two-spirit LGBTQ community that I'm part of. I think the future is brilliant for these people that are doing amazing project, and I feel that there's more and more projects that involve making connection and supporting like intergenerational artists, curators, and like these kind of relations that I feel are really important. And sometimes we miss this connection for different reasons. But I feel there's like not a revival, but like more project thinking about this connection and relationship. So I see the future of Indigenous art and BIPOC art really in the strong relationship that people are like building right now across Turtle Island, but also international. And you know the work that ICC do of like trying to support these kinship. I think this is where there's the power of like what we can do together. It sounds really cheesy, but I mean, in this like weird time right now, this is only what I can think about. It's the power that we can have together, and it can be as simple as like meeting over Zoom together, or like thinking about how we can be together in the streets. It's just like these kind of projects are really something that I think will guide the future of creatorial practice and artistic practice for this community.
Yeah.
This is what I think.
I mean, I agree. I think that like, because I think that like placing it back on into our community and putting just resources and time and care into our communities is really like what I love seeing now. And I think that it's something that like seems to be more respected and wanted within institutions even for those things to happen. So I feel like more resources are funneled into more of a creative sphere of like bringing people together.
Yeah. And I think the other aspect that I see more often, and not aspect, but like tools, is like really mentorship programs that happen more often, and that I know that people want to create in their own community, in their own cities. And I think this is really part of the future of something with building new connection, but also helping the new generation coming together and feeling they're gonna have more tools and like new way of making art that they're gonna feel they have the control over. So this is also really important, and I feel this is something that is beautiful that I can see right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I'll be tagging all of your lovely project ideas and collaboration ideas, collectives. That's what I meant to say. In this video. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Carrie.
Bye.
Bye.